Identity and ESEA.
Mousesports have liftoff. They take the first map, Mirage, and I'm joined by two analysts, one of which says Mousesports are the very best team on Mirage at the moment, and they flex, especially on that first half, and justify Yanko's point precisely. Is that the same Mouse you're expecting on their map?
Yeah, probably. I think, you know, obviously we would like to see this matchup in a LAN environment. I think definitely up there with mousesports. FaZe is another team that's very good on this map. At the moment, you can tell from this game, right? Two very good T sides, all things considering, although obviously mousesports better than FaZe. And that's the sign of great teams on any map, especially maps that are a bit more CT-sided, potentially like Train, is when you have a team that can win rounds on T side no matter what in those gun rounds when they're behind. That tells you they're a really strong team on a map.
Yeah, the T side did look infallible there, and I thought, you know, Sunny on the first gun round getting the 1v3 scenario out of his back pocket from Palace, that kind of set the tone, right? The fact that he won that round from there, I was like, this is just going to be a quick one, get this one out the way, and it looked like it was going to be that way. We flick on over, and then the FaZe guys, they show up individually. We see that Olaf spray transfer when the two players are pushing out from jungle. You know, they're starting to get in the groove of things. And we're starting to see the FaZe that we know towards the tail end of the game. They were showing up individually, but just wasn't to be. Unfortunately, I think if you're going to get off to that hot of a start on the T side of mousesports, it's very difficult to compete with the 12-3 T side. You're not going to get, even with FaZe, you're not going to match that.
12-3 on T-side Mirage versus FaZe. A map as well, Yank, you've already alluded to it, that, you know, FaZe typically are relatively infallible, especially on their CT side. I mean, they're almost untouchable, so the fact that they took 12 rounds off them is more of a case of just being here at the Pro League.
And you can also tell in some of these rounds, it was just like, you know, them not necessarily sweeping FaZe out of the round. It came down to some 3v3 situations, you know, 4v3s, not necessarily a coin toss, but just rounds where, you know, utility has been used, some ground has been gained by mousesports, but then when those crucial duels happen, that's when mousesports were also on better point individually and could really, you know, get around in their favor.
It's good to see Rain performing now after, you know, we knew he was sick at Katowice. He had a bit of a flat final. He still had impact on one map. He went absolutely huge, but it's good. He's probably recovered by now, seeing him in good form. Someone to note, though, here, Chris J, he didn't have a fantastic game, but they kind of didn't need to in that first half. In the second half, if you look at the stats, you go, oh, you know, Chris J down the bottom of the score, but that's not fantastic. He had that round over the B bomb site with the AWP, getting those 3 impact kills. When you're struggling to get rounds together on the CT side, and he can do that with the AWP and hold on to it going into the next, that's a really important thing to do. People don't really remember that kind of stuff.
Now, I hate for this to not work because our stats were wrong, but I just saw 0 M4 kills for Sunny, and I just looked as well at his AK stats. He had 20 kills with the AK. He finished on 22. Safe to assume he perhaps didn't get a single kill with a CT rifle.
That's not needed, mate.
I guess when you got 12 rounds on the CT
no,
side, yeah.
I think when we're getting down to that, if you're getting moved around a lot, now this doesn't necessarily apply to Sunny on that CT side, but if they're hitting other bomb sites, or you're just like, it's crazy to go from the first half so many kills with the AK, and then not many with the M4, but it's, some players are just a lot better, you know, with that weapon. They like to pick it up, they like to use it. Yeah, well, obviously they would have won the game a bit quicker if you got a few more M4 kills, right? So
yeah, we can leave it there because we do want to have ample time to talk about our next map. We're going to be going into Inferno now.
Everyone's favorite.
We've seen a lot of it. Indeed, it is a map that I have once again been besotted with ever since. Of course, we had 2 amazing Inferno decider maps. Here, though, ESL Pro League, it's a much more tame environment. We're not going to get some of those absolutely absurd triple overtimes, or at least for Henry G and Matt's sake, I hope not. But expectations. FaZe did fall to Fnatic in Katowice on this very map.
Yeah, it was, I believe, double overtime in Katowice. It was Fnatic's pick, one of their better maps. And for FaZe, you know, their map pool has turned a little bit on its head during or after or before the major, right? When you look at their map pool back then, it was Inferno and Mirage, probably the 2 best maps, and then Trey and Cash were somewhere towards the bottom, and now Cash is one of their strongest maps. Train is also pretty good for them, while Inferno is probably the map that they have fallen off the most, and it's very difficult at the moment to really point to a best team on Inferno.
I don't think there is one.
The map just seems to be so random at times because it's it comes down to utility. So we see a lot of the times teams go for utility over weaponry, right?
Yes.
They go for a CZ and all the nades instead of a, perhaps an M4 Kevlar and a smoke, because it's so important to fight for that banana early and then have enough utility to execute and so forth. And when you have rounds like that with a lot of, SMGs, pistols, it becomes a bit more random.
Yeah, for me, looking at FaZe, especially going up when they played Cloud9 just at Katowice, that match on Inferno, the problem I had with it was neither team were able to win a retake. The only team that won a retake was CT Pistol for Cloud9. That was the first round of the whole game. So something for FaZe, either they're just going to have to make sure they're not getting into the bomb sides and getting the bomb down with their CT sides. That means be more aggressive, or be doing more gamble stacks to shut them out and lock them out, or hopefully have come up with a new move or a new way to retake bomb sites. Holding on to utility is one way to do that.
Another thing that we kind of mentioned and outlined previously when talking about FaZe's Inferno was whether or not we loved or hated leaving Nico solo with an AWP on B. Love it or hate it, Yanko? It's happening an awful lot.
I don't think it's that much Nico. I think nowadays when they like to do it, they leave Guardian there.
Makes
And
more
the problem with that is, Guardian sometimes is overly aggressive. He likes to over-peek to, okay, you get one kill and then you re-peek, but you're the sole guy on the bomb site. If you die, then you give away the control of the bomb site. And you pointed out in that game, says Cloud9, no successful retakes, right? So even if you get a kill and it's a 4v4 and then they have control of the site, even in a 4v3 situation for your team, 3v2, those are all very winnable rounds for the T's simply because of the nature of the bomb site and defending that plan. So I think, maybe I'm not sure Nico has much more composure than Guardian, or discipline is probably the better word to describe it, but just once you get that initial kill, play it safe. I remember there was a round, and I don't know if it was Kiev or Katowice.
You got mad.
I just lost it. I just couldn't watch the game after that.
The thing with that is, though, right, we did see this happen time and time again. And Guardian said in the interview, we actually got to speak to him after the matchup, and he said, my team was confident in letting me go there with the AWP, right? This is one thing which could be a trap for FaZe, because if you're just confident in all your players doing their jobs properly, then things don't work. Then you're not relying on the call and making really good reads or calls, which is something which is an in-game leader's job. And then when you did see Carrigan, the in-game leader, needing to bail them out, he was doing those things individually. He had that M4, got a kill towards B, rotated all the way back over towards apartments, got 2 blind kills. Like, his impact, his calls are individual. He's not making like gambles. Like, hey guys, let's stack B, or let's do something random like that. He's having to do it himself when his teammates aren't fragging, and they should be fragging.
Absolutely, and indeed we're going to see who's fragging and body bagging as we're venturing into Inferno. Map 2, indeed, we have your casters, Henry G and Silicust.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I like that we're going for this kind of synchronized blue look today. This is
we thought we'd mix it up.
Can that be your thing? Do you guys have a thing? Could it be your matching outfits?
I think Pride's our thing.
Kissing on camera's
oh,
our thing.
that was your thing.
Yeah. We're gonna do that.
I love that that keeps cropping up. Like, people are like, what? That happened? Oh my god!
I think I get it tweeted to me like once a month.
It's so funny to me.
Cool, I've seen that. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
That was
I
me.
was there. Believe it or not, I was there.
My glasses did steam up. That was a true fact.
And I think Henry was more into it. Anyway, enjoy Inferno for your second match.
What I am into is Inferno. It's my favorite map to cast.
There you go.
It's going to be a lot of fun. FaZe Clan versus mousesports. Clinical first half from us. The T-side very good indeed. FaZe didn't really wake up until the second half. They looked better. That's why I said this game should be more competitive. We know they've taken somewhat of a break, and hopefully they can show some better form here and post better numbers as we get into the first half of the second map. It is the Inferno. We'll work out on which side in a second.
Well, that's the terrorist side.
That is the terrorist side. It's good to point that out. That's the spawn area. You see the lovely white balaclavas and berets. And there will be FaZe to start on the T side. There's going to be Guardian with the PT50 and Carrigan. So usually just one PT50 purchased on the T side pistol. This time going for 2. No Superman purchases, no drops. The Sticko, he's feeling like a bit of a superhero himself as he'll be pushing towards second middle. Gets nothing for it. And he will survive. And now Rops to try and continue that good form he showed on Mirage.
Oscar tries to get out. Oh, he's got to be careful. He wants to be quiet about his positioning, apparently. But when you're flashed off in there, I don't know if that's worth it. Just run around to the side. He's lucky no one peeked. I don't even think they had a secondary player able to peek in that position in return. Carrigan, good find. Takes down Oscar. Nico as well. Rops and Sticko to stand back. Oh, Sticko. Oh, Sticko. He did good to find the first kill, but you can't miss the next 7 shots when a guy's not even looking at you. And it's Sunny versus 3 on a rotate retake from B. Rotate, retake, regurgitate, reciprocate.
Well,
Put the reticle on Reddit.
Good too.
If he hits nice shots, the reticle will be on Reddit.
It will be Sunny to do whatever he can here. We'll get nothing for it, though. Headshot straight away by Olof from the Glock. Sends his crosshair to the sky. And all of a sudden, the round falls apart. mousesports certainly had a chance at that one with the positioning from Sticko, but couldn't find that key kill. And it will come crashing down around them. FaZe with a good start here on Inferno. Will be a force buy from what I can see. Robs to the 5-7. Kevlar combo. His teammates opting for the Deagles. These guys aren't too fond of the CZ, it seems. Like, a lot of teams will get 5 CZs on these sort of rounds. They opt for Desert Eagles instead. Both very viable weapons. Deagle just a bit more expensive, costs $700 instead of 500. Compared to the CZ, that is, of course. As Chris Jacobs completely flashed and wrecked. He'll be taken down by the MAC-10. Should be another kill here. Some decent damage towards Guardian. Old Sunny there, but that's going to be the round, unfortunately, for mousesports. Nothing they can really do about this. Might just save the Deagles and Kevlar. There's not really much chance they defuse that bomb as Oscar will try his utmost best as he goes towards the ruins. But yeah, round definitely done, and there's Rain hunting on the other side of the map, trying to find anyone trying to save their weapons here, and he will take them down. As he'll get the second, Oscar gets one, but no chance of winning this one, unfortunately for him. Gets the UMP, armor and a Deagle. Could get one more, but it looks like he's certainly going to die. We'll get a dink and the follow-up shot through the coffins, not enough to get the kill. Gets that one, though. He is looking fierce tonight. Carrigan finally will take care of business there. 2-0 and a full eco for Mouse here. 3-0 for FaZe to kick things off. Nothing should be purchased here by Mouse. Maybe, no, not even that. Oscar's your pay. He won't be able to get a PT50 here, so just take this one on the chin as well. Not a single dollar brought into round number 3. Not even a decoy, not even a flashbang, nothing. 5 players towards there. We're seeing a lot of teams run this strat these sort of rounds, maybe pushing towards middle.
Oh, look at that. Will they ever? Nades and spray. 2 kills for Nico and Guardian. The nades soften him up. Like a soggy sack of potatoes. Not even a sack, just a soggy one.
Lovely. Well, the buy comes in. Chris J with the FAMAS. Very weak buy from mousesports. You see they get the orb, sure, but almost no utility. That is not good news on a map like Inferno. Chris J will have a good nade, but get wrecked by the orb. We know that T-side orb is strong. Sunny, also a good banana player. He'll get 1, though. That's not good enough. They've got no kits. 1 smoke remaining. Sticko alone on the B side, up against 4 angry FaZe players. Smoke down. He's at new boxes. He's got no incendiary, no smoke to dig himself in the hole. And he might get 1 kill here. Not even that. Rain takes him down. And that's going to be round complete. 4-0 very quickly. That's FaZe capitalize on the force buy investment from mousesports, why a lot of teams aren't doing that anymore. Most notably North don't really purchase anything in the second round. No armor at least. They get PT50s and CZs. And you can see how devastating it'll be in the first gun round. No utility to speak of. They have the orb, sure, but a rush B will negate that. 4 players surviving for FaZe. Oscar will hold on to his AWP.
Ops is just going to chill out, see if anyone wants to exit towards CT spawn. Unlikely that they do. Double check that the bomb is not actually being defused, as you see Guardian head back in that direction just enough at the top of Banana to make sure. And then he will run away. And he'll keep his AWP for the next round as they win and go up 4-0. So a similar start to what mousesports had in the first game. Seeing mostly T sides out of these 2 teams tonight.
It seems to be the case. Early days here on Inferno. Oscar certainly can win these rounds by himself. We discussed that on Mirage. We'll see if he can do that right here, right now. CT side of Inferno. The AWP is a very important role. Need to keep moving that around, stay dynamic, and surprise the T's. Don't let them anti-strike you. If you keep changing your position, they can't predict where you're going to be. That's the idea, at least. As Sticko will join him as they hold the quad. No B-rush this time from FaZe. MAC-10 there for Carrigan.
Mac Daddy 10 for the Mac Daddy himself.
Should be a guaranteed kill for Oscar.
Bang.
Ooh, he hits him.
He hit both of them. He hit both. He hit Carrigan and Guardian through the edge of the wall.
That's unlucky.
So he got a collateral that didn't kill. How many times you've seen that before?
Well, there we go.
And unfortunately, it's going to cost them the round in the end.
Yeah, FaZe looking much better here. Rain with 2 great shots. They're controlling the pace of the game. That's the headline. Against that force buy in the second round, knowing the money would be low, Rush P gets stuck in, trade out the shots, and then go into this round. You know, they'll save some weaponry, stay as a 4-man unit. Just don't let the orb pick you off one by one. That was the aim of the game, and my God, did it work. Jumping around towards the middle at the same time, I thought he was destined to find a kill there. Oscar, but got nothing for it. Taken down. His teammate can't really do anything about it as well. Sticker got 1 kill for him. That was about it. Sunny will get nothing. 4 players survive for FaZe. Now their money's going to be very strong indeed. You can see 10k on 3 of them. I think even 12k the player at the bottom. Rain getting it done. Finding absolutely everything required. Towards the graveyard and the quad. Great shots. And now a double orb setup. Rain on 8 kills. Oscar only on 2. Chris J 0 and 5. But now with the double orb setup, maybe he can start posting some good numbers. He usually orbs towards the B side of the map, which he'll be heading towards now. Bounces in. Likes to challenge this one, but didn't quite nail the bunny hop there. If he got one more hop off that, might have been worth it. But still, fancies a chance to all the T-steps as they go for the apartment control. This is a set piece from FaZe. They'll be deploying any second now. They can't waste any time. They've got no positional control towards the banana area of the map. They'll fall back though. This is risky.
Oscar looking top or mid. That flash, it saves and destroys everyone all at once because Chris, it somehow still hits Nico as he falls off it. Chris was dead to rights. Flash was well timed to catch the tease, but he couldn't do anything with it because he was caught by it as well. I don't know how he's alive, to be completely honest with you, in that situation. Being that far down, that far in the open as well with very little information. So Sticko, he'll go back onto camera as we watch him try and cover off outside of the boiler doorway. Oscar does the same from the opposing side of the mid wall. That arch, that is. Smoking off now, though, however, so he'll have to fall back toward library with the AWP. Won't completely give up position, though, because they've still got Sunny sneaking through the smoke. That could be interesting as they want to wrap toward quad side as well. Oscar getting back in. No shot toward him. Rops is going to sneak out, gets away from the flames, and now it's Sunny's time to strike. That's going to distract Rain. Rain knows it. He can't stay in the atrium. He's got to make a move toward the site, and Sticko can't peek, though, because there's a smoke down. So Rain's got a little bit to work with. He'll go back. Chris has already slipped in the same position, allowing Sunny to rotate into the apartments. So what was formerly oh, nice shot. Formerly covered by Sunny is now Chris's. 5-1 Mouse, convincing in that round at least.
Absolutely so. Enjoyed that a lot. And we'll see whether the double orbs will continue to cause chaos here on the streets of Inferno. Great work by Chris J to get himself into the round. 2 kills after going 0 and 5. He's well and truly on the scoreboard now, but looking to avoid that harsh reset on the CT side will be mousesports here. Guardian, T-side orb, we know can be one of the most deadly in the game. Kerrigan evades all the grenades there. Will take some residual damage from the Molotov, but still be absolutely fine. Push the CTs off the top of the corner there. And now, it's all down to Rain. Bravely faces towards Graveyard. Rops is there. They have got B control as well. The bomb's still down to T-Sep, so they won't be committing anytime soon.
Chris looking for a shot. Gonna get one. Finds Guardian. Great start to this, the anti-reset round, I'm gonna call them from now on.
Okay.
That's too confusing. We have too many anti-rounds.
Yep.
But to avoid the reset. 4 players did stay alive, however, so that certainly has its rewards, its benefits. Tries to do everything he can. Gets 2 kills on the way through. Finds Chris as well, and he pushes through the smoke. He's going to cover off toward the ruins. Sticko to try and do anything he can. From CT is another story, though, for Mouse, because he's got to smoke down. They've got a chance of the retake. Oscar's going to add to that by getting Olaf. Check tree. No smokes. No smokes left for the T's as well. There is 2 kits in this. 3 flashes. Molotov that just went down to the back of the site to clear, I believe, New Box. Didn't quite catch the angle, but fair play. I was going to say Kerrigan's going to get at least 1 in that position with the AK. Just gets destroyed by Rops. It's all on the Rain. Gun barrel shows. Oscar's not going to peek out. They should expect at this point, because they've cleared the site itself, that it's toward Banana, but he finds the first, the second, and easily on the third. What a clutch from Rain.
Really well played. You could see exactly what was going through his mind at that point. If I kill this player in CD spawn, which is likely to be the AWPer, all bets are off. I can win this round. Nails the protecting player of the diffuser, and then it was just absolutely done. Rain steps up. Similar scenes to what Sunny did on Mirage. So that's great to see FaZe stepping up in that particular situation. Match will be paused. That's the reset. Sunny, $1,700. His teammates not as badly affected, but a tactical timeout for them to work out how they'll distribute the welfare. Whatever little money they have, is it worth the buy? They take the eco. But FaZe looking very good right now as we head into round number 8. Another quick first half here, and a very one-sided one. You're absolutely right. Similar scenes to what we saw in Mirage, but a mirror effect. This time it's FaZe running away with it on the T side. mousesports, after having that successful round, and even a successful consecutive round there. 3 versus 1. They should have been converting that one, but Rain shows that he is not going to be quiet tonight. Full eco is where they go. Could have forced it, but they'll allow FaZe to have this round, and it'll still be 7-1. They can still win the half, so I think that's fine. Let's wish they boost himself up. He'll be going for that maybe Fnatic setup we saw so many times in Katowice, where one goes towards new boxes. It looks like there's more players. Actually, 5 players stacked there, so scrap that. But that's what a lot of players are doing now. Boosting on that second oranges position, we call it. It's obviously not oranges anymore, but you sit there looking to the floor, one gets some new boxes and covers him, takes the aggro, and then you stand up and try and take them down.
Quick, concise, and easy toward the top of mid at the very least. They'll slow it down now for the guns to start spotting inside of the site stack. As you mentioned, it is far, far from here. Meanwhile, in a land far, far away.
Well, it's not really gone too well. The stack has it 7-1 guaranteed. This could be the first time we've ever seen it. 10 players surviving it around a Counter-Strike. The Fables told us it was possible, but they were wrong. Oscar goes down, and the hype will die with it, as Nico should better spray a few of them down here. We'll only get 1 though, surprisingly, and there it is. Guardian trying to say he doesn't need to find these kills at all. He can deny an AK-47, but not worth losing his awful. Now he's got some backup, so that's fine. Sticker did not recover that weapon. PT-15, not really much to save there. As we'll be firing off shots and just trying to catch anyone out of position. Feet spotted though, Guardian knows damage has been inflicted, and like I said, he's not got anything to say with PT-15. At this point, is saving his pride. Money available again. Sunny opts for the UMP. His was a lot less than his teammates, but the AWPs will come out. Will it be the double AWP setup? I think it will be, as Chris J and Oscar once again polish off their scopes. And we head to round number 9. Guardian, good spawn, right at the front of the pack here. Might be facing towards a banana. Looking to get a little bit more aggro this time. Wants to face the absolute corner. Spots Chris J and completely dismembers him. Finds the first kill. He had that good spawn and wanted to use it.
Oscar, nice and sharp to find Guardian. 7-1 to FaZe, but a fight back this time in the hands of Oscar. 2 rifles to work with the AWPs. Make that just one of each, because Kerrigan and Olaf explode onto the site, but they aren't ready for Sticko. He manages to slide out as Kerrigan's running down the lane in the open. It's off to Small Pit.
Another round. Guardian opened things up, just completely throws a spanner in the works, forces the rotation towards B. They then go towards the A side, get the bomb down. 8 rounds picked up, and mousesports just not really getting anything done here at all. To be fair, this is the confidence I was looking for from FaZe in the first map. We didn't see it at all, but now we certainly have. Rain, fantastic clutches. Guardians, good opening picks there. And they will save the AWP of Sunny this time. Sticko just about survives the bullets of Rain. Goes down to about 10 HP, but will live to tell the tale. Another pause that he forced around this weaponry. This is getting a bit desperate now on the CT side. Remember, this was very similar to what we saw from FaZe, and they managed to get back in the game and posted double digits. So It's not over until it's over. Inferno's always been a bit of a tricky map for FaZe on the CT side. Always been fine on the T side fundamentally, but some questionable setups and games they've had on the CT side of Inferno if we look back over the previous year. So mousesports will take the 30 seconds just to discuss their options.
We'll see if they can recover anything at all. Certainly a game that's slipping away from them. Remember, if you're just joining us, mousesports took the first map, so therefore put a win on the board for EPL. Nate, I think, didn't bounce correctly there. I didn't quite see where it ended up, but not exactly down on the right side of the mid. But Nate's stack doesn't really amount to much, to be fair, even though they go for it. So the AWP for Oscar becomes the telling factor, and he's going to try and play it in a sort of an unorthodox position, so shall we say, toward the apartments. Not uncommon, but not where you might expect to find it, where it's the only one.
Well, here we go. AWP ready and waiting. Rain, though, not missing a beat, checking every single corner, making sure it doesn't walk into any scoped position that Oscar could be holding. His teammates on the other side of the map. Bomb still down at T-steps. That'll be picked up, though, by Olaf Meister. Smoke's going towards B. Just Sunny and Chris J with pistol to defend that side of the map. Sticko will rotate, but is it worth it? If they know it's a full commitment, does he just save the M4 and protect the AWP? Protect the VIP?
Yes, sir. 200 HP. 200 armor. Sorry, that's right. I don't know why I said that. Wishful thinking. Kerrigan to the tree. Should easily... Oh, let's Sticko. He's one of the rifles, too. So this becomes interesting because two players have already snuck by. Exactly. Oh, good reaction. But he's got to back away. 19 HP. He's already heading for the hills. He's hoping his teammates can get the next kill. Maybe then he starts to work back in. Sticko's still on 19. He's going to keep that that M4, not give it to Sunny. Sunny's inside of the site. That's why he's far away. Guardian, what a shot to dispose of him, but the retake successful. Sticko timed it to perfection to trade him.
I didn't see it from Carrigan's POV, but that looked like a massive miss from him. If he gets that kill, that's one of the rifles down. He had a huge advantage. Sticko gets 3 kills in total. Yeah, that wasn't quite good enough for Carrigan, I'm afraid, as FaZe should have won that round hands down. They go into the side with there's 2 players with pistols. I like the play from Sunny. They sit on the smoke by the coffins. You can see FaZe had no idea that could be a possibility. They're right back in this game now. Like I said, early days. They could even finish as 8-7 and still be absolutely fine, as that was a round they saved. And they'll be back on the double AWPs once again. Money's still fine, of course, for the FaZe clan. They've got 1 more buy left in them if they were to lose this one, even with no bomb going down. Carrigan Molotoving towards the barrels just to stop any aggressive play from those AWPs, and he'll take a lot of damage for it. Nades down from middle and the B site. There's a Molotov in the corner to push Chris J out of position. It works, but Chris J in a nice spot to actually lock Nico in towards his logs. Oscar will find the first pick. It's from Carrigan once again. He'll go down. Molotovs towards middle. Chris wants a bit more here. Gets tagged up for it, but knows he has an advantage. And they both tag each other up and will have to fall back. Both down to about 5 HP. So there it is. 5 on 4, but a huge advantage for mousesports here.
Yeah, both in red, both single digit. Rain's going to work to the wall. Nico's going to work to the sandbags. Guardian, Olaf, Rain, all one thing in common, and that's that they're setting up to throw grenades.
Yeah, and this is not looking too promising. So many low HP players, 5 and 4. Rotating Sticko coming in. And then you've got Chris J with the AWP to defend as well. This is a common position for AWPers on low HP. Sit there in the back, and he might not even need to fire off anything at all, but he does rail Olaf Meister and find the bomb.
Nice shot. That was very quick. Very slight margin of error on that as well. Small target. Seconds ticking away. Seconds depleted. And Oscar's reading the fact that they're not going to be inside of the site. And with time up, he's hoping they'll get careless and run back to T-stairs. Smartly, they will not. They'll stay in banana. They'll keep their guns and therefore not lose any money after the time. Not that they've gained any, to be fair, but they'll at least keep the weapons.
Yeah, and like we said, they had one more buy left in them. That certainly is the case. As you can see, they go down to about $500 per player here. 2 rounds in a row now for mousesports. Round 12. FaZe Clan dropping off the pace a little bit. Flashing towards middle, and Guardian will try and challenge Oscar once again. He certainly got bested by Oscar on Mirage. But Inferno's looking much more promising for them. Last few rounds of the first half here, as Oscar will be fully blind and have to fall back. Rain hits the first, and Oscar definitely hit that one. Carrigan really does look a little bit shaky tonight, as Robs will get one more. 3 versus 3. They know exactly where he is. Trying to find kills, trying to get the wall bangs in. Olofmeister finally gets him, but Oscar in a great position here, but he has got to deal with Banana. Can't do anything about it. Nico takes him down. 2 versus 1. Sunny won a 3 versus 1 on Mirage. Can he replicate that form? The smoke is horrendous. Actually benefits Sunny if anything. And he'll go through and capitalize. Down to 10 HP, but still within a chance here, but he's up against Nico. Very good in the clutches. 1 versus 1. Sunny anticipates a B play and rotates all the way towards that side of the map, but realizes no, maybe not. I think Nico went for a fake plant, though. We saw it on the other side of the map. So, seeing if Sunny was indeed nearby. He might be overthinking this one. Nope, maybe not. He's fine.
Nico's got it. 1-on-1. 9-3 for FaZe. And they maintain the lead. In doing so, they do get the economy lower, but not gone. There's still actually a substantial amount to buy with on the CT side. They'll do exactly that. Mac 10s, in fact, for FaZe, though, because they're actually
no helmets
coming out worse for wear. It might work.
Yeah, this could be cool.
Ooh, that nade. Chris. And flashes. Chris. Oh, AW. Okay, fair enough. No scope. Makes it work. That's totally fine. Olaf trades him. Sonny gets one, but he goes down as well in the hands of Rain. And the Mac 10s are gone. They've gone on to the AKs instead. And Rain to take the bomb into position. Just barely gets up there.
Gets a nice open plan as well. Means you can't really tuck yourself in behind those coffins and go for a full defuse. You're exposed from the ruins. Smoke's deployed, and this is a big round for mousesports. Can't really afford to save. You have to go for it. They've got no kits. Nico will sit on the bomb site. If they boost it, he's going to be ready for it. Didn't spot them, though. And Nico goes down. That's really clever. And there we go. mousesports have a chance. If they smoke both players out, they'll have to boost back in return. Guardian makes it so they go a little bit closer. Remember, no kits here. Can they even defuse at this point? I'm not sure. Rain seems to think they certainly can't. And there's the full defuse attempt, and the Rob knows he hasn't got it. Off he goes, and he will not be able to win this round, I'm afraid. He might be able to find some consolation kills, though. Takes Guardian down. He wants to take the entire squad with him, which he will do. Won't win the round, but he keeps things very modest on their side of the server. Might force a buy out of mousesports here, considering they know the money's not amazing for FaZe. Round number 14, did they take the full eco now for round number 15, or they go all in for the last 2? I would say go all in. The 10-3 down on the CT side might just be worth it, and indeed they will buy. Give it a go. You need the 10-5 at this point. 12-3 won't be good enough. So shotguns, pistols, couple of rifles, barely any utility. 2 smokes, that's pretty much it. Sticko will throw a grenade, but won't do. Oh, it does hit Rain. Put it back. Christian will get the first frag, but that will be traded out very quickly.
Oscar backs away. Sonny, good step out. Takes out Rain convincingly. He's going to try and look for more as well, but Oscar's inside of the smoke. Kerrigan able to find him. Disposed of him quick enough as well. This is just an interesting game because both teams that came reasonably close to winning rounds or had money now suddenly with less. Last round it was the Mac 10s for FaZe. They still pulled it off.
Oh, it's so clever.
Back. This is a good late boost. And it's no bomb plant either. They didn't stick to it.
They didn't anticipate that at all. That's really weird to me. It's a cool boost, but they're just going to throw them the round. There's not even thinking that was a possibility. No one on FaZe ready for that. They didn't have to plan there at all either. They got a minute on the clock still. 10 seconds later after that, they could have just held it up, and I guess they're trying to take advantage of the fact the smoke was there, but actually works against them ultimately. And there we go. Should be another mousesports round here. Guardian in 3 versus 1. Hoping a mistake is made, but why do they have to challenge him? They have Spawn covered, they have Banana covered. There's no way he can really leave. As you can see, Sunny watches towards his area. Should get the kill, and there it is. FaZe is panicking a bit, I'm afraid. They have a 3-on-3, forcing a plant in the open with no cover. That's going to cost you the round, and indeed, mousesports will find success from their force buy there. Shotguns, pistols, 2 M4s. Sunny, what a player he's turning out to be for them. Gets absolutely everything done there. The boost, the hold, everything was looking very good from them. FaZe will have to work really hard to find 11 rounds. They're not looking likely for them. Just pistols, Mac 10s, and 1 AK.
Smoke was a little bit off. Very marginal gap, at least enough to catch a figure through. And spot Oscar, he jumped across it, but he's, oh my goodness, missed two. He had hit those, and somehow he's gifted them back. But not quite. Rain still gets the kill in the end. That's going to give them an AK-47 as well. On the FaZe side, Rain the one to hold it with Sunny. Takes down Guardian. Rain now gone. Catagon is the last alive. He's gone. Chris with the shot. 10-5 our halftime score, this time in favor of FaZe. I had to think about that for a second. I don't know why. I was trying to think back to the last map because it is the opposite. Last time it was 12-3 for mousesports. It is the T side again that leads.
It absolutely is. The door still wide open, though, for both teams. This is not as convincing as you might think in a map like Inferno, especially with FaZe going onto the CT side now. They have got weaknesses on that side of the map. They lose a pistol. This could still go the full distance. Here are the scores on the doors. Will be Rain with 16 kills, double digits for Guardian and Nico. Carrigan, pretty poor game from him, but even more so from Olofmeister. 5 kills in total. 10 for Oscar and Sunny. Chris J at the top of the ADR with 8 and 11. Rob's quiet from him as well, 8 and 9. So some key names missing on either side. Two very international squads here on the server right now. Good to see them at really even level, really, after what we saw over in Kiev and indeed Katowice as well.
Katowice. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, this is... I mean, the fact that FaZe took time off is one thing, but, you know, the fact that they've turned it around on Inferno, I don't know. There's so much things, there's so many, you know, asterisks on the online Counter-Strike world, but certainly they looked a little more to form this particular map versus the last against mousesports. Mousesports certainly struggled to get the economy rolling. They only had the double up, I think, twice in that whole half, and both times it was broken apart. So we see if they can swap it over. And speaking of double up, we'll see if Nico is going to elect to go with it in B or not.
Well, that's the thing.
This could be one map they change things up on, because let's face it, I think the stat was what? 3 of the last 5 games they've gone to double overtime, and they've lost 2 of those.
That's true.
So obviously, even though it's like a map, okay, yes, they have good stats on, it's not one they're actually amazing on because they're having trouble closing out games. Sorry, you can come in now.
It's fine. I like the way the place you're going with this. The monologue's nice.
Yeah.
Double overtime. It's a place where most of the big games are won and indeed lost. And for FaZe, it seems like it's a mixed bag.
I just think that maybe this is a map you can make adjustments on defensively. Yep. You know, maybe the Nico op thing gets moved around. Maybe you get Guardian in a different position. Maybe you can Kerrigan doesn't want to play on B anymore. Maybe he wants to play rotate toward A. There's definitely options for them on this map. It all depends on how aggressive they want to be at B. I think more than anything.
We'll see. Well, like we always said, though, wherever Carrigan resides, it's always going to be a hot spot for activity. That's where teams know there's a chink in the armor. As we get into round number 1 of the second half. 10-5 in favor of FaZe. They've opted for 2 players stacked in the apartments here. Rain and Olof. What a totem pole that is. And they'll be challenged here. They're going to be taken down. Absolutely wrecked. Much better approach by Mouse. Give them 2 targets and watch them squirm. As mousesports will certainly win the pistol now. They get 2 kills with the P250 on entry there. It's going to be Rops to deliver the headshots and the pain. And there's no chance Guardian and Olof can win this round. It looks like it should be a very long-winded second half here. We're going to see a lot of action as Oscar will be ready to take down Olofmeister in a way. Even checks this, surely. Nope, absolutely not. 1 shot, that's all it takes in the back. And Sticko patrolling the T-steps. Like we said, fellow countryman Guardian looking to take him down. He'll show the young boy how it's done with that P2000.
Guardian trying to do what he can in both directions and gets annihilated by Rops.
So it's a double stack, which I thought could be quite cool, but Mouse with the perfect approach to shut that down. Both facing the exact same time from the left and the right. Give them 2 targets, and there's not really much they can do about it. So there you go, the odds from Betway here. FaZe with obvious lead at half. That might have been adjusted since the pistol. CZs, Deagles, not all in. Carrigan hasn't purchased any armor. He's got a smoke though. And he can try and find a 1 dig, and that will certainly do, won't it?
With all of the chaos, the residual reticle damage, what particles, that's the word I'm looking for, from the nade, he still fires out through a smoke as well, nails the shot. Guardian follows it up, but Chris Chase double that effort In fact, getting one on top of that. He's getting 3 in total with the MAC-10. So Rops, after planting the bomb, will get aggressive inside of water. Just hold toward anyone coming through from CT. It's going to be Olaf and Rain, and they are going to go different directions. Rain will go back from Ruins. Olaf's made a lot of noise. That's going to be easily called to his death.
He's having a bit of a struggle tonight.
He's not been on form as of late.
Mirage was decent. I mean, maybe it was specifically Inferno. But Mirage was pretty decent. This map, he was... what's he on now? So, Olaf Meiser, 5 kills, 12 deaths. Yeah, so missed a bit of a sitter there in the open. You can see him spamming all the shots for a few seconds, and they turn around and kill him. Round 3, full eco for FaZe. They will be able to get the AWP in the first gun round. You can see Guardian there with 3,300. 1 HE and the B stack. All 5 players maybe just rushing down and trying to trade out a couple of kills. There will be 5 players coming towards them as well. This could actually get a little bit messy for mousesports. They're going to be absolutely fine though. Only 1 kill picked up. Very quick round. And we get into the gun round straight away. There we go. 10 to 8. Like I said, the door is wide open for both teams. Not clear who'll be winning this one just yet. Guardian though with the AWP.
So Guardian rotate back over toward the apartment side. Sticko's going to spray through immediately toward, or at least toward enough the boiler room, but it's Nico that we're interested in at this point because he's alone at B and he's already smoked down to the bottom side of Banana. He's going to want to push this up as well. So getting very aggressive, as Nico often does. Not that aggressive, surely. Okay. The smoke a wall for how he's concerned with it. He's going to back away with it, knowing that that's due to dissolve. Might as well, if he's going to give up the position anyway, fire some shots through it. And on the receiving end. Keep in mind that Sunny is on the MAC-10 as well for mousesports. Guardian will have a smoke. That's going to leave a gap. Ooh, just barely doesn't. I thought that was a little bit further to the right. I thought he was a bit further to the left, I suppose, from the corner, if you will. But it certainly does not leave a gap, so it's Kerrigan instead that has to do the damage, and he does. Takes Sticko down to 23. Smoke towards CT. Smoke towards Ruins. Nico forced off, and he times the jump wrong. As soon as he leaves the flames, he's jumping directly toward them, and they check it because that's what the flames are for. They heard the ticks' damage as well. And he's caught in the air, caught with his pants down, and caught by Rops. Rops now goes further than that as well. Sunny, excuse me, was the one who got that kill, but Oscar doubling up. It's down to just Rain, and it's 10 to 9.
Yeah, well, there we go. FaZe lands certainly showing some weaknesses here on the CT side. Rain will be the only standing player, not a single kill picked up. Sunny, he's been so good so far, maybe even finds this one. He won't, but he gets the information. Rain will have to try and stay alive here. Can't do it. Oscar takes him down. And there we have it. 10 to 9. Eco, whatever odds you had with Betway, I hope you cashed in on them, because this could be mousesports turning this one right around. Kerrigan will be purchasing up some armor, some CZs, but they're not all in. It's what we call a partial buy. Olaf will try and go for the 1B gear. Commits the T-steps, pre-fires it, gets nothing for it.
Sunny, Chris J to work in the banana position. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Chris gets to the half wall. Nico's inside of the site. This time he's not playing toward Oranges 2. In fact, he's going to leave that toward Kerrigan.
Do you remember the Banana Phone song?
Bring, 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 banana phone. I was going to actually go with that one.
Yeah. I think that's more iconic.
Yeah. In today's youth and internet society, yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Then Gwen Stefani.
Yeah,
I think
forget her. Who's no doubt?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I was kidding. I was trying to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was good. I did a good job of it then.
convincing.
Yeah. Send me the Oscar in the mail. If Kobe can get one, so can I. Nico. Put himself on top of the coffins, trying to stare into the wall so as to be less visible than if the gun were looking out, and to avoid flashbangs, obviously, because in that position, being that open, if he's blinded even the slightest amount, it takes away the chance of him hitting the shot, which he has to do. He has to react perfectly. And then even if he falls away, he'll take some damage. Flash does go toward Emo. Molotov as well. That'll push him again into a different position, perhaps one he's not wanting. He's got to go all the way over to New Box now. They've limited the options in the site, and yet the shots are still hit by Kerrigan. Nico not been checked as of yet. Bomb's been dropped as well by Olaf. The fact that they've left this open, this could be big. Oh, Sonny spots him. I was going to say, just barely got beside him.
Had promise, but it all came crumbling down, and FaZe just can't get going here in the second half at all. Remember, 10-5 a half, 5-0 in the second. They'll be able to buy again, but still, mousesports applying the pressure. Whatever lead they have is completely gone now. 6-15 for Olofmeister. As you can see, 17 for Rain. Doesn't seem like it's good enough right now. Very equally distributed on the mouse side. Once again, they've all been great tonight. Guardian looks towards T steps, baited in, but he'll rise to the occasion. Takes down Chris J. Lovely shot towards the underpass. They get the lead, just what they need here.
Kerrigan will fly back up the banana position and actually start his rotation, perhaps hitting flower pots in the process toward A, excuse me. He's gonna head that direction now, so Sticko inside toward the wall. AK-47 still in hand, and Sonny's gonna join him. Kerrigan has to try and hold this from the archway. Guardian to support that position from the front of the library, but with the smoke coming down, that's gonna limit Guardian tremendously. Interestingly, backs toward library. Guardians thinks he has a read on this, because he thinks they've been faking the arch enough times. He's going to rotate the op over early. They're actually going to switch rifles. If they're going to continue to isolate Guardian, he doesn't want to play that game. He wants to get the op somewhere where it wasn't before, see if he can catch them off if they do retreat, and put a rifle closer to the utility that they're deploying at arch. So this is an interesting call from FaZe.
Well, he's done a lovely smoke there. It's going to funnel them towards A. Knowing they've got to wait another 10 seconds there, with 30 on the clock right now, they can't justify waiting and trying to get in towards B, having no idea what's on the other side. So Guardian playing this perfectly, absolutely. 4 players waiting on the A side. Nico very deep in towards the arch. That's fine though. He calls a smoke and he calls they're going to be coming towards A. Start being aware. Kerrigan turns around, but he can't find the form required to get the shots. Olofmeister starting to show some promise now. He's been so quiet all game, but that could be the play that wins them. Round number 6, and indeed gets in the lead. Rob's trying to pick up the bomb here, but Nico can justify hunting him down. He can run right around the corner and find the kill. Bomb will be planted, but that's fine. They get the round on the board. Olofmeister has done almost nothing all half, and indeed all map, and he finds a 3-man spray down there. They do line up for him, but still very important kills, good communication coming through, and FaZe just about squeak through with a victory there. Here's the Olofmeister spray down.
That's not bad.
Yeah. The problem is only one player survived. FaZe will establish a tool. I'm not sure if they saved the AWP, it looks like Guardian has got it, but lose this round, double eco, and you're looking like it could be 13-11. So this round is very, very important. Have they made any adjustments? Ooh, Guardian goes towards B. Ooh, he'll get burnt to a crisp.
Is that stacked? I didn't see.
No, that was just one. He just really wanted to commit to it. And I think he spotted one and thought, oh, there's a chance, and then it went, and it was too late.
We talk about that all the time. It's one of those, like, it's literally the battle of fight or flight happening in your brain. Because you know, I got to get out of here. No, I want to hit the shot. Nah. And those little guys on your shoulders start arguing, and you don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a difficult decision to make. You hope the Flames will make a mistake come out of the tees, and they'll assume you're not there. But if you outsay you're welcome, you can see how that can fall apart quite quickly. And like we said, a very key round, and he goes down like that. What's the reaction? FaZe will just have one, make it 0 players towards B. Sonny really looking sharp tonight with that AK. Like, head and shoulders above everyone else on the server right now. It's crazy how many amazing shots he's hitting. There will be one in return, but just the one, as it's quickly returned. As Rain will have to push through the smoke here. His teammate's already low. Wants to play or flash? Not even that. It's looking like this is a bit shambolic now from FaZe. 1 round so far. Instant reset. Kerrigan will get nothing done here. Sonny finds his second of the round after finding a beautiful headshot to open things up. 4 players survive for mousesports. 0 for... Ooh, the Flames were hurting them. It might have been said. It was very quick damage there. Maybe he's getting tagged up as well. I'm not sure. Maybe a nade came in. But either way, he went down in those Flames. And they won't even force it. FaZe, they know they're really up against the ropes now. Nico goes into 750 in terms of money left over.
Does have the deagle, though, and last time he was in this position with it, he hit a brilliant shot. Not going to flirt with it this time. He'll back off. Has the armor to play with. 11-11. Kerrigan wants to smoke off as late as possible to buy some space for FaZe. Don't forget we've got Heroic versus North coming up after this, and Astralis and G2 to close off the night. So Nico with the deagle still trying to get the information for Kerrigan, and he wants again to put that out as late as possible. The fact that they've smoked inside of the site, does Kerrigan elect to throw it now or not? First kill, certainly beneficial. No surprise that Nico's the one to get it. Rain's still hunting for information as well at this point.
Here we go. Lovely shot from Nico. Is it enough? Maybe this stack could yield some sort of success. It would get them right back into this game. It's looking quite bleak right now. Sure, it's 11-11, but their money is non-existent. Good smoke from Kerrigan. Perfectly deployed in terms of the time remaining. Puts a lot of pressure on mousesports now. But our FaZe reading too much into that. They've rotated a player off. That's Guardian. They sit on the other side of this smoke. Smokes will be deployed themselves, and it's down to the pistols, and they can't do anything. Perfectly thrown flashbangs, and that third player did rotate. It was Guardian, only got the P2000 now. Might get one kill out of this. It would have to be one hell. Oh, that's the bomb. Oh no, this could all fall apart.
6 seconds. I think they just got to it. They're on it now. Rops!
No, wait.
Oh, just barely.
Wow.
Olaf gets a kill, but he's going to go back in with the AWP. Can't quite do it. Rops saves the day.
Wow, that was not clean.
Actually, excuse me, Chris J saves the day. It was Rops planning. Chris hit the kill that kept him alive.
That was very exciting. Well, FaZe did not force that round, but they came very close to winning it. Olaf, though, left in the 2 versus 1 with the AWP. Might have been worth saving it, but didn't fancy his chances. There's Rops getting it done towards the end. PT50s, USPs, looking for 13-11. I said that was a danger. If they lost that previous round, looks like it'll be ringing true. They rush towards middle, but there it is. Sunny will get 1.5. Round should be secure, but they'll cause some damage here. As just Guardian remains now. He is currently with the P2000 in second middle. 13-11 comes in. Remember, 10-5.5. 1 round so far for FaZe. Finances in disarray.
3 to go for mousesports to make this back-to-back wins in Pro League against FaZe. Molotov inside a banana. Bounce nade as well. Off of the pig, as you call it. Oscar this time burns alive, so everyone's taking a turn dancing in the flames. But the Lord of Light has no mercy. And you cannot be revived by prayer in Counter-Strike.
Well, the first pick is good. Warp down. Have FaZe got any fight left in them?
Sonny's going to work his way in for straight contact. It looks like maybe a flash. That's it. No smokes, though. I take it back. That was a smoke. I thought they were going to flash to let Sonny go, but they smoke out CT, walk through their own smoke, or rather the smoke deployed at the top of the banana, and then smoke off toward Ruin. Sticko's going to plant bomb coffins. So I think that smoke was deployed by Kerrigan just before he went down. But they were already making contact directly on their left. Sticko with Rops to hold off a planted bomb against no kits, but 3 guns, one of which is an AWP. Rain's already got in position toward Ruins with a Molotov that's going to clear a new box for him. He's got to watch toward Emo. Sticko knows it. He's, timed the first flash, right, but not the second. Staggered just enough in position. He's fired a shot. That gives away where he is. Rops the same, and Rops down, FaZe to 12.
They might not have this though, Matt. They haven't got the kits. Oh, they have picked one up. Okay. I take it back. Maybe I was getting a bit too carried away. I didn't see one on the ground. Guardian finds it. The defuse does come in. And it will be the second round posted in the second half. But money's still tight on the FaZe side. Plenty of it for mousesports. $16,000 for Oscar. So he's absolutely fine. 70 kills to his name. And we'll get into the next round. Guardian definitely has the AWP, don't worry. He'll pick that up, and we are going the distance here. Overtime, looking quite promising for either side. FaZe will be happy with that, I think, at this point. Have that mental reset, and their money will be back in their favor. CT aggression coming in. Carrigan pushing down quickly with Nico. They don't fully commit to it. They probably throw a smoke at T-steps, I'd imagine. Chris J now pushing up middle with Sunny. Sunny, the danger factor there. Guardian, this is brave, and fortune favors the brave. It seems that he takes one down, but Sunny gets the instant trade. Carrigan to try and replicate that sort of form, but he is dancing with the devil here. Sunny on the other side, ready and waiting, and Carrigan not known to be a key fragger like him, but he does find the kill to bring into the 2 versus 2, and now he has to find a little bit more. Flashbang to the face, though, surely taken down. That's a huge round win for mousesports. Money should be in the bin. Take a pause. They have to work out, do we buy now? Try and avoid match point. The thing is, in Pro League, it's one of the part of the new rule set this season. I think it was last season as well, actually. The last 2 seasons, you only get 2 points now for victory in overtime. Yep. So the point is that you might as well force and try and avoid it. I guess in later stages of the league, that's would ring true. But maybe in the early stages right now, there's guarantee points and so.
Yeah, or vice versa. I mean, if you're on the bubble and you think, okay, if we force and we lose, I guess it depends on where you are. If you're in, you're going to be conservative. If you're out trying to get in late in the season, you're going to be aggressive. So yeah, there's certainly that does affect things as the picture gets more clear.
I think for a team like FaZe, just getting some points against Mouse is okay. They're going to be favorites to make it to the top 6 regardless. Going home with 0 points here would be nightmare, but still, there's no good option there. There's no like, oh, let's do this. That's the right thing to do. It's like, what do you fancy? A hard-hitting team like FaZe, they might fancy force buying here. I would be scared to call that, but I've never had players like Carrigan has at his disposal. And here we go. They have force ball. Nico with the M4A4, CZs, MP7s. And this will be the all-in play from FaZe. Need to win this round or it's all over. And Olofmeister could just do it here. Won't get the first kill, but Brain will get just one. If he gets a double, there's a real chance there. But now it's all down to Guardian. He's got the CZ. He's on the bomb site. Sticko is low, remember, so he'll try and stay alive as long as possible. The CZ desperately trying to cause some sort of damage here, but can't get it done. And this game might be over at this point. Match point will come in. There won't be any potential to really buy in the next round apart from the same sort of equipment. And you have to save his M4, absolutely. If Nico can't go in for this one. And will he be hunted? I can see on the other side of the map, Chris J at the bottom of Banana right now. AK in hand, looking to find Nico. "15 rounds achieved. Nico desperate to hang on to the M4. Spot Chris at the bottom of Bananas. Gets the shot as well. Does it on the M4. He's going to try and hold himself at the bottom of Banana. With very little HP, finds a second kill on Sunny, and I think at that point, okay, Oscar, still. You love to see that skill. You just hate to see that it doesn't really matter at this point in time. I mean, it does. He needs to keep the gun. They have no other options. Sure. But ultimately, map point conceded, and mousesports has lots to work with. He can drop one M4, he gives it to Rain. He's got the AK-47. This is it now. Last chance saloon for FaZe. Nico gives him a lifeline. Somewhat of one. 2 rifles, 3 pistols. They are CZs though, map. Anything can and will happen when those weapons are out. Round 13, mousesports recovering from a 10-5 deficit at half. They were in the driving seat of Mirage in the first half, and we thought, well, FaZe are going to run away with this game. Apparently not. I did mention in the pre-game, their CT side has got holes in it. Their economy management is questionable. If they're not having a good day and FaZe are hitting all their shots, sure, you can't argue with it. But it's one of these days where they're looking very average. I don't think you can justify all the investments they seem to make time and time again. But here we have it. FaZe up against the ropes now. What have they got left in the tank? mousesports wanting to bleed them dry before they even have an interaction here, trying to get rid of all their grenades. 1 smoke, an HE, and a couple of flashbangs. That's all that's available to them. It will be Nico to try and find the first shot. He'll find a couple potentially, only gets one. One of the rifles shut down now. 4-on-4. Rotations in towards the B side. Sunny just wants to push through this smoke by the looks of things. Does fall back, but Carrigan wants a bit more. They haven't recovered that AK-47. I think they might have juggled it away. Sunny is throwing it away right now. There it is. We'll have smokes in. Molotovs as well. 30 seconds remaining. The last rifle resides towards the A side. Olofmeister gets another. That's a really poor play from Robs, being by yourself, and you know you're up against the pistols. They look very disjointed now. What is that from Rain? No, that's costing the rounds.
That is awful. The round and the game, that was atrocious. The spray lost all over the place. Had two in front of him, no idea where he was. And somehow he just misses every single shot. Guardian and Kerrigan to try and pull this back with CZs. Have some hope in the round, given that Sticko has 29 HP and Sunny's on 46. But Chris is fully armored, fully kitted, fully suited, and Sunny's got a good angle that's going to catch Guardian off. Down to Kerrigan. He'll try and resume the fight in the same position, because if he can catch off at least one, it might serve them, but he gives himself up. Sunny finds the kill, and it goes mousesports 2-0.
Well, there we have it, Matt. It was a 2-0 sweep from mousesports there. After going down 10-5 as well, FaZe looked amazing in the first half. They were 8-1 up. They were looking so good, but mousesports, tenacious as ever, they managed to hold it together, and FaZe drop off once again in the CT half of Inferno. Yeah,
it's the CT sides that are starting to struggle in this team. That's why I thought this map in particular might be one they try and change things up on, maybe rotate it a little more. I did like the call they made with Guardian in the mid-round to get him back over to where B, get rifles on deck on A, but man, oh man. Things are not great if you FaZe on the CT side of Inferno.
Yeah, not great at all. I mean, this is twice now we've seen FaZe squander what looked to be a pretty locked and loaded map.
Yeah, I thought that was it. Like, you had 10-5 a half. Sure, a couple of rounds were a bit questionable there, but solid numbers posted in the first. mousesports, you think, okay, they should be out of it this time. They're not going to be able to pull this one back. Winning the pistol, though, in very convincing fashion, you think, well, maybe there's a chance. Sunny looked amazing, Alex.
Yeah, and one of our analysts is going to be very happy with that one. I know he did make a fantasy change, the Aussie on the end. Anyway, Henry, Matt, thank you. We're going to be chopping and changing the casters a little bit for our next one. They're going to head off and rest and relax. Yanko, Chad, let's talk a little bit about this one. Start with you, because you had your eyes on Sunny. You said this was going to be a fantastic week for him, but he certainly hit the ground running.
I'm wrong 90% of the time, so it feels good to be right for once.
Even a broken clock.
Yeah, twice a day, something like that. I don't know how the adage goes. But look, I think the fact of the matter is that both these teams are showing really strong T sides. And look, it kind of just feeds into the conversation we have about the importance of economy and then, you know, map control, being able to do all the fun stuff with the Molotovs. But when you have, like, the T pistol round from FaZe was something that was really exciting. The way they're able to push everyone off. It was an A stack, then they've wrapped around the site. Everyone had the right flight paths and covered each other off. Everyone seems to be doing their T sides a lot better, and I guess that's a hugely important factor to be able to get away with or to be able to have, and we saw that from both teams in this matchup.
Yeah, and I think, though, unlike Mirage, this isn't a map where you can point towards mousesports and say, yeah, they can pull something like this off on a regular basis, you know, win 10+ rounds on their T side. This is where really, after such a strong first half, FaZe needed to close it out in the second. And yes, you know, mousesports wins the pistol and wins the first gun round and all of that, but that's where you need to show, you know, how strong of a team are you. That's where, okay, first gun round you lost it. Now you have money for everything, and this is where you need to, you know, show us some of the setups, show us some of the moves, maybe some mid-round aggression. How are you going to fight that style from mousesports? And we didn't really see anything from FaZe.
Saw Nico's deagle again, though. He had some nice shots with that, doesn't he?
Yeah, but because that kind of is like a... It's not really
I like
eyebrows
watching
anymore.
it.
It's
I like
sexy to
watching
watch.
deagle kills.
Don't get me wrong. It's fun to watch, but it's not going to be winning FaZe games on the regular.
It's a big wins, though, for mousesports, right? I think they're in the top 5 or ranked in the top 5 in the world right now by HTV.org. I'd probably agree with that based on recent form, that upward trajectory we've been seeing. In terms of big wins over FaZe, people don't understand, right? This match doesn't have the same context of, oh, okay, cool, you know, that means that now Mouse are better than FaZe. No, that's not what this means. This means that when we get to the end of this season and FaZe are struggling to get wins on the board to get into that top 7 position, you look back and you go, damn, you know, maybe we should have practiced for those games after that Katowice loss, because now we're not going to make it to the Dallas finals.
Right.
This is where people need to start. You need to think about that from this point, from the early stages of the tournament. You need to be going 1-1 in matchups like this.
And, you know, splitting the series or not, let's not forget that this is also their first game in the Pro League. They're starting straight up with a big goose egg in that column. They haven't been able to make a single dent so far, and as we start here in week 3, they'll have plenty of games to play, though. There's lots of other opponents that we'll be talking about, especially last week, which should be fish food for FaZe. That is something that we'll be talking about, of course, when we get to that. We do have another game coming up. In fact, we've got 2. First up, though, you get to see Heroic. We get to see what the Danes are doing sans Yugi. They don't have their star Orpa, and we do have North taking them on. Join us after the break and we'll be talking all about it. This is what happens when you don't get a clip. Unclip, let's go.
Incendiary out.